Let's turn now to another student who attends a private school on the East Coast and has a different look inside the COVID college experience. Jimmy, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
So you're a TA or a teacher's assistant on campus. You're a student, so you get to see both sides of the equation. Why do you say that your school is not doing a good job at managing the pandemic?
To start out, our college has 20% of the higher education COVID cases in my state, in a state that has over 100 higher education institutions. So that right there is a really stunning statistic that shows.
Whoa. Stop. Let's do those numbers again. Say those numbers slowly because that's huge. Say it again.
Yep. So my university has 20% of all the higher education COVID cases just in our state, in a state that has over 100 higher education institutions.
Wow.
Yep.
And is this public information? Does everyone know this? I mean, what's the disclosure like for this?
It is public information now, but I would say the theme over time since day one has been a lack of consistent and clear communication. For example, just the other day, we had an outbreak on the men's swim and diving team, and I found out about it through the local newspaper. It was not communicated by the school until after they were reacting to local news coverage.
So the swimming team has an outbreak and the school doesn't send email alerts, text messages. Instead, it's the local newspaper that gives you the information?
That's right. And so essentially what happened is the dashboard that tracks all of the cases on campus showed this large spike. Some of the local newspapers caught wind of that, started investigating, and still at that point, no communication from the college explaining what caused that spike. And it actually got to a point where now the state has stepped in and taken over the contact tracing at our university because it was so inefficient.
Yeah, what other problems were they having with the contact tracing?
Yeah, so I would say the contact tracing is one part of it. The testing is a whole other part. Personally, I've only been tested twice since I've been back on campus. They're not testing students on a regular basis. The weekly testing that is happening is surveillance testing. So they're testing around 2,500 students a week for a 14,000 student body. So they're trying to catch asymptomatic cases, but they're not testing students regularly that are on campus every day.
Wow, this sounds almost like a disaster, to be honest with you. We're living in uncertain times. It's tough to keep up with the latest medical headlines.
About the market, panicked about COVID.
And how do those headlines impact you and your family? 100,000 people died. On season 13 of The Doctors, we want to empower you physically.
If I met them at dance, they would meet me at medicine.
Man, I love that. Emotionally.
If I can change my thoughts, I can change my feelings.
And medically.
He doesn't have his mask up, which is not a good thing.
This is the million-dollar question, maybe the trillion-dollar question. This is so critical for people to hear. We're giving you the inside track on health and wellness so that you can get back to the life you deserve. It's time to take back your power. The Doctors, now more than ever. Premieres September 21st.